Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. I am here with very interesting topic that how can you draw a graph of quadratic equations. Let's suppose we have a function that y is equal to fx is equal to x square. Now we just put the different values in the place of x. Just like we have a value x is equal to 0 and then we get y is equal to 0. It means we get 0, 0. This is the point of a graph. We will just draw this and you can see that this is the origin value. Now let's try for other values of x. Let x is equal to 1. We get y is equal to 1. And we have value 1, 1. And if we draw this value in a graph, then we get a point in the first quadrant when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. Similarly, we will put the value of x is equal to -1, and when we take the -1 square we will get 1. It means we get a value -1 and 1, which is another point. Now let's draw these points in a graph and let's see what is type of graph. Oh, you can see that this is the graph just like parabola. Now let's making a change to this function. Let's suppose we have a function y is equal to fx is equal to x square plus 1. What will happen with this function? We will make attempt to draw an approximate graph of this function. When we have x is equal to 0, then 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. It means y is equal to 1. The point is 0, 1. It will be the one of the point on the graph. You can see that we draw this point on a graph on y-axis. And if you try more values, you will get a parabola like this. Now let's try to draw a graph for another function. Let's suppose we have another function y is equal to f of x is equal to x square minus 1. This is an also interesting function. So let's see how can we draw a graph of this. When we have x is equal to 0, then 0 minus 1 is equal to -1. It means the value is 0, -1. Now this is the point of a graph. Draw this point. You can see that this is for the negative value of y. Now draw this is 0, -1 on the below side of y-axis. When you try for more values of x, you will get more values of y. These functions are quadratic functions, are not linear functions. So what is the general form of quadratic function? The general form is y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the general form where a, b and c are the numerical values. Do you remember? How can we calculate the roots of quadratic equations? The roots will be the value of x for which the function will be equals to 0. Yes, you are right. This is equals to x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. And to find the number of roots, we just need the value below the radical sign, which is b square minus 4ac, and we call it discriminant. To find the number of roots, we need the discriminant value, which is b square minus 4ac. Now let's see the above functions. In all the functions, b is equal to 0. In the first function, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac equals to 0. It means the discriminant becomes 0. And from the graph you can see that the function touched the x-axis only one point, so it has one root. Let's move to the second function. For this, a equals to 1, b equals to 0 and c equals to 1, because there is plus 1 is a constant value. For this you can find the discriminant value, which will be equals to -4. This means the discriminant equals to negative value. The graph cannot touch the x-axis. It means there will be no root from this graph. Now let's come to the third one. For this, a equals to 1, b equals to 0 and c equals to -1. And to find the discriminant value, you can find this, it will be equals to 4. The graph touches the x-axis at 2 points. It means there should be 2 roots. So we will summarize this information from this graph, that if the discriminant value equals to 0, then there is one root of the graph, and if the discriminant value is positive, then there is 2 roots, and if the discriminant value is negative, then there will be no root. And this is very interesting topic according to the paper setter. It means you need to understand this. Now let's try for some more interesting functions. As you can find that the graph of this function is in upward direction, and for the function y is equal to -x square, the graph will be same but is inverted. Now there is another function y is equal to 10x square, and you can see that the graph is the same as like y is equal to x square, but it is very thin. And for the y is equal to -10x square, the graph will be same but is inverted because of negative function. Now we will summarize that if the value of a modulus increases, the graph become wide. As you can see that the function of y is equal to x square and y is equal to -x square, and as the value of a modulus decreases, then the graph become thin. But for these two possibilities, that the graph of y is equal to x square and y is equal to 10x square become wide and thin respectively. No matter what quadratic equation you face, you can easily draw the graph of any quadratic equation. If you did not subscribe my channel, then subscribe this.